Hey, how's it going, guys? This is 117. I actually wanted to talk about this for a while, but I was kind of busy with college and stuff like that, and my life kind of sucks. But um, thank God, Christina Miller, the current president of Cartoon Network, finally left the building. She decided to leave Cartoon Network Studios, and I'm actually glad that she's gone. Oh my God, you have no idea how much I wanted Christina Miller to either be fired or replaced by someone more capable of running the network, who is actually have a passion for Cartoon Network and actually remembers what Cartoon Network once was. But I don't know what the future of Cartoon Network will hold nowadays. But I hope it is gonna be good, because one of the reasons why I'm actually glad for Christina Miller leaving is the fact that Christina Miller hasn't been exactly the best president of Cartoon Network these days. Mostly because the problem with Christina Miller I have is the fact that she oversaturates the entire network with Teen Titans Go, and that show I really don't want to talk about, but that show has been running for 6 seasons. 6 seasons. What the? And the original Teen Titans only ran for 5 seasons and have a DVD movie special, but Teen Titans Go gets a theatrical release and basically has also a crossover movie with the original Titans, but they don't act like the originals, and yada yada, whatever. I'm not gonna talk about that piece of crap of a show, but oh my God. I hope Copa doesn't, demonetize the video because it's not child friendly. Because, oh my God, I really hate what YouTube is turning itself into because of Copa. But still, I am really glad, because now we don't have to worry. Maybe we don't have to worry about the crappy reboots we're getting of, It's not just Teen Titans Go that had a terrible reboot. Powerpuff Girls, the original Ben 10 series had a reboot, and those shows are completely awful. And even Thundercats has a reboot that is basically like a Teen Titans Go clone. But I did talk about in the article someone saying, "Oh my God, why you acting like an amateur child talking about the show that is actually really, really awful." But and the guy even says, you don't deserve to work in an animation industry, despite, even though people have made, tons of people have made really valid reasons why, Thundercats Roar is a terrible, terrible show. But let's talk about Christina Miller leaving. Nowadays, we don't have to maybe Cartoon Network will go back on its track. Now, maybe we might have shows that have 22-minute run times instead of 11-minute run times, and maybe we can get back action cartoons again, because what made Cartoon Network special, it's its variety of action-oriented shows. Megas XLR, Samurai Jack, Codename Kids Next Door. Does that count as an action-oriented show? I don't know, let me know in the comments. The original Ben 10 series, Teen Titans, Justice League, and Justice League Unlimited. I can go on, and Toonami was also a big part of Cartoon Network, because they aired really mature oriented animated shows from Japan, animes. Dragon Ball Z, Naruto, Sailor Moon. Does that count as a mature show? I have no idea. I was never invested in Sailor Moon. But yeah, Toonami was also a big part of the Cartoon Network. There was also Boomerang that aired a lot of classic Hanna-Barbera cartoons like Tom and Jerry, the Flintstones, the Jetsons, Top Cat, Wacky Racers, etc. And it's really kind of a shame how Boomerang has been treated, because of how Christina Miller became the president. Nowadays, it's not like Christina Miller completely has made bad choices. Of course, she did greenlight Infinity Train, OKKO, Steven Universe, but I don't know. I never was invested in these shows much because, despite the fact that I was really looking forward to Infinity Train, I really hated the fact that it became a 11-minute show instead of a 22-minute episodic show, which could have gave more time to develop the character of Tulip and actually gave us a cohesive story like Gravity Falls did on Disney Channel or Disney XD, however you want to say it. But I never completely watched this show, but I was really disappointed how they changed the art style, the more mature storytelling of compared to the pilot episode of Infinity Train. And another reason why I'm glad Christina Miller is the fact that Christina Miller is gone. Like I said, no more terrible reboots, no more 11-minute runtimes, and of course no more overusage of the again, people might be really upset with me when I say this, but CalArts art style. I'm really getting really tired of too many cartoon shows nowadays, especially, well, aside from Netflix in some ways, that they use the same art style in every show, and it looks exactly the same. The style, the humor, everything feels kind of like the same, and despite the fact the pretty backgrounds and whatever, the characters look the same, and they feel like they kind of mix between each of the show that uses the CalArts art style. Feels like they're in the same universe, despite the fact a lot of them, like Starburst vs. Evil, Gravity Falls is on Disney, Steven Universe and Adventure Time is on Cartoon Network, The Loud House and Harvey Peaks is on Nickelodeon. But oh my god, I really want to eat right now. But still, I'm glad that maybe, like I said, we might get more action-oriented shows with good quality animation. Like I said, with kind of like Megas XLR, Samurai Jack, and Adult Swim. Despite the fact that Adult Swim is doing fine with more mature shows like Gendy Tartakovsky's Primal, Rick and Morty, but that's as far as I got because you know, Adult Swim is not what it used to be, Boomerang is not what it used to be, even Cartoon Network is not what it used to be. Like I said, biggest problem with Christina Miller is her oversaturation with, you know, over spamming of her entire network with Teen Titans Go and nothing else, and giving really terrible airtimes for other shows that are have more effort put into it. Like I said, Steven Universe and OKKO, but like I said, I was not really invested in these shows. I think it is mostly because of the fandoms of the shows, but like I said, I'm not the biggest fans of these shows. But like I said, more action-oriented shows might come back. Maybe my biggest one I want to see is having Galactic Kids Next Door being greenlight. Get Mr. Warburton back in the studio and tell him, hey, you know what? You know what else would be awesome? If they re-aired the older shows like Ed and Eddie, Codename Kids Next Door, Courage the Cowardly Dog on Cartoon Network, and give them proper air times, and that will be really cool. Or maybe if the new president actually has a common sense, then they could ask for the guy for a favor to, you know, release DVDs or Blu-rays for older shows like Ed and Eddie and Codename Kids Next Door. And you know what would be best? Make them all regional for every country, basically, for Europe, for America, for everyone, because I really don't like region locks, because I own some Cartoon Network shows like Courage the Cowardly Dog and Ed and Eddie, but I can run them on my PS3 because of region lock reasons, and that really is kind of depressing. How the heck my parents got an all regional DVD player, I will never know, but they got lucky, I guess. But still, that would be really amazing if they actually released some of the shows that really need more recognition towards more, you know, the newer generation, especially with the older shows like Ed and Eddie, Dexter's Laboratory, Johnny Bravo. That would be really cool if they actually did that. Another reason would be, like I said, greenlighting Galactic Kids Next Door, the sequel series that was really planned for a really long time, even when the codename Kids Next Door was airing, and that would be really cool if they actually aired that show in Cartoon Network and give kids something more mature to watch, because Cartoon Network wasn't just a network for kids, it was also meant for teenagers as well, for the adults. It was a family-friendly Cartoon Network. Cartoon Network basically was a animation studio that actually aired shows that was meant for animated shows that was meant for everyone, adults, teenagers, kids, and it didn't. And a lot of shows, including Samurai Jack, didn't talk down towards its general audience, despite the fact that shows were aimed at kids. They had really some shows like I said, Samurai Jack, codename Kids Next Door, Justice League Unlimited, Teen Titans, etc. had really mature storylines and actually had really good, decent comedy that was really well written, and that's why a lot of people love these shows even till this day. I still love watching Samurai Jack till this day. I still love watching Teen Titans till this day, even Batman Beyond, Batman the Animated Series, etc. Because these shows were meant a lot to me, and they really helped me through my childhood when I was a kid, when I had a really crappy time going to school. And that is why I love the Cartoon Network so much, because Cartoon Network didn't treat me like an immature child. Megas XLR basically was like a combination. The reason why I loved Megas XLR was not because of giant mecha battles, but that show was like a combination of everything I loved growing up with. Video games, cool sports cars, giant robots, basically Transformers. What else? Animation. That was a really cool show, and I would really be happy if they actually released an HD version on Blu-ray or a DVD of Megas XLR, and that will be really cool to see. Maybe release a proper DVD release for Generator Rex, because that show was really underrated. Actually, speaking of Generator Rex, I actually did a review for that show, and when I look at it, and when I keep on checking how my videos are doing, and when I see how well my Generator Rex is doing, how well my Generator Rex review video is doing, I am really surprised that people enjoyed that video, people liked it, and actually, you know, maybe I put some spark into people in checking that show out, despite the fact that it's hard to find DVDs for that show, but I'm happy that I gave people purpose to check out that show, how amazing it is, and I really put my hard work and effort into reviewing that show, because that show is really underrated and it should get more recognition. Maybe give us a complete series for Generator Rex on DVD, either on DVD or Blu-ray, or maybe both. That would be really great, because not all people can own Blu-ray players. But like I said, that would be really cool. And maybe get the Tartakovsky back. Maybe bring back Symbionic Titan for a second season, or maybe get back Thundercats 2011 reboot and maybe give it a second season as well, because that show also ended in one season run. Oh my god, why do good amazing shows get cancelled for a cliffhanger? I really hate when shows do this. Studios decided, yeah, let's cancel these shows because, you know, for reasons. Like I said, Teen Titans 6th season, final season, give us please. A lot of people are asking for second season. Hell, I even colored Robin and Raven from Teen Titans when I, you know, drew these characters. I hope you like the drawing, guys. But still, I still love the original Teen Titans, and that would be really amazing if they brought back the show for a final season, 6th season, or maybe do more seasons. But that depends on the original creators, because I'm not really sure if the original creators of the show are still out there. The voice actors are still out there, but they're kind of wasting their potential on a crappy show like Teen Titans Go. But you know, that's just me. But that would be really great if they actually brought back the original team of the original Teen Titans, instead of, you know, giving us what Teen Titans Go versus Teen Titans did with the original characters. But yeah, I will be really happy if Cartoon Network actually got back on its track, because Cartoon Network, looking at Cartoon Network nowadays, it's not looking good. And now that Christina Miller is gone, I would really be happy if Cartoon Network actually got a president that actually cares for the network, because I would be really happy if Cartoon Network went back in time, or maybe went back on its route the way it was in the 90s and mid 2000s, because I really missed the Cartoon Network City era. That was like the best era during the Cartoon Network's run, and I would be really happy if Cartoon Network was going back the way it once was, and that'll be like happiest day of my life. And not just for me, but many other people who grew up with Cartoon Network, because Cartoon Network for me was more than a kids network. It also really helped me with depression. It helped me learn things that I wouldn't normally learn from schools. Shows like Courage the Cowardly Dog really helped me get over my fears that I had during my childhood. Conan Kids Next Door helped me learn that no matter how old I get, I should never forget about my childhood, the person that I once was, and the person that made me what I am today. Samurai Jack always helped me to, you know, keep moving forward no matter how difficult life is. I should always keep moving forward and to try to find my way through the difficulties that life throws at me. Cartoon Network, these kind of shows help me through a lot during my childhood and basically my entire life growing up, and I would really love that Cartoon Network actually went back the day it once was, because that would really make me happy, because like I said, Christina Miller, despite not I don't know, Christina Miller, like I said, she didn't fully, it's not like she fully, you know, made bad decisions. Like I said, she greenlighted Steven Universe, Infinity Train, OKKO, yada yada, but she still had made really horrible choices along the run as well, like oversaturating the entire network with Teen Titans Go and nothing else, and it's really kind of bothersome. So I'm really happy that she's gone. She's finally left the studio. So yeah. Hopefully, Cartoon Network will be back on its track, but time will tell. So yeah, hopefully. But I still, like I said, the hopes for me for Cartoon Network, especially when Christina Miller is gone, I still want to put it into my highest authority, because I really want to see Cartoon Network going back on its track. So yeah. This is Salmon17, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like, share this video with others, and this is Salmon17 or 117, whatever you want me to be called, signing off.